Hey guys, welcome everyone. Welcome to a new video on Equity Picker, and in today's video we are going to talk about a very common topic which a lot of people have been asking me questions. It's a mistake also, a lot of people have been doing this mistake, and we will talk about this topic and close it for once and all. Should you take loan and trade? Well, the very simple answer is you should never take loan and trade, and in this today's video I will talk about in detail. So what is the problem? Do things go bad when you take a loan and trade? But before that, if you are watching this channel for the first time, please do subscribe to our channel, and you will get a lot of informative videos on stock market, personal investments, insurance, and everything right on this channel. You can also join us on Telegram, and you can also just message us on WhatsApp your queries, and we will gladly answer your queries, right? So let's start with real story of few subscribers. Some of the subscribers have been calling us regularly, and they are telling us their loan goals, and I decided to share them with you. So let's talk about this mistakes that you can do. First story is of an army man. So this guy is 21 years age guy. He's a young fellow. He's serving in Indian Army. So what this guy did was, actually he got a call from an advisor of late. So all these Indore guys, right, all these scamsters, so he got call from that guys, and they just load him. Okay, you just put 30,000 rupees into investment, earn regular income from stock market. They will charge you 5,000 rupees only. Just so they will, what basically do is they just gave them a call. He told, okay, open this account, just buy this share, and luckily that share went off. The trade went off well. He earned some money, and then he paid the fees from the money that he earned, and then trading, like he started trading on their advices. So but what eventually happens is that, okay, that was just one call, and again later all the calls were hitting stop loss. In greed, he's taking more and more quantity, and then he eventually lost his money. He took loan, so he went to loan, and 5 lakh of loan he took. He went to bank and took 5 lakh of loan. And by the way, mind it that banks will not give you a legal loan for trading. So actually it's illegal, but you actually don't take it for trading. You don't say that I'm taking for trading. You say I'm taking for personal expense, right? So in that case they gave us. So banks also are not legally giving you loan, but they usually, there's like, they know it, and but they still give it. So 5 lakh he took loan, and then out of this 5 lakh, almost 4 lakh he lost again, in the greed, in the fear, in the revenge trade, whatever you may call. And then he goes to bank, and again he takes 4 lakh of loan. So finally he's now 9 lakh of loan. He has lost most of this money. He's just 2 lakh with him, and what he's left with is EMI. So he's paying 23,000 rupees almost per month as EMI, and what he earns is almost 25,000 rupees. So almost all his salary goes in EMI. The second example that I'm going to tell you is of a subscriber, a person who has phoned me, one of the person who is working as a bank employee, and this guy started trading because some of his friends and family member were into trading. So he started trading along with them. They said, okay, buy this, buy that, and he started trading. Same thing happened. Initially 1 or 2 trades went good, then he took high leverage, he took more risk, he lost some money initially. He was a bank employee. He took a loan from bank. He thought, okay, I'll recover it, I'll get very less interest, and finally he lost all this money, and now he has to pay his EMI. And now he called me, okay, explain me some simple strategy, tell me some strategy, give me some free call, so that I earn at least like 300, 400, 500 is also enough per day, so that he just has this EMI interest, right? Whatever interest he pays for EMI, that he has that ready. So such bad situation these two guys were in, just one of the mistake. So you will ask, okay, what is their biggest mistake? So some people will tell, okay, they should not have fallen to this phone call scams, or they should have not just blind traded based on someone. They should have learned, and they should have, so that is fine. I agree with you. They should not have done this. They should have traded. But the biggest takeaway or biggest learning here is not that they should have not done this. The biggest learning here is they should never have taken loans. So it's actually insane to trade with borrowed money or loan money. It's financially not viable. I mean, like, when you talk about financial, it's not a viable solution. And why it is not so, we will talk about it later. Before that, trading with loan money is worst idea ever, and you guys must also take a note of it. You must realize that fact that when you take a loan, So what happens actually? So what, when you take a loan, right, your EMI dates get fixed. Your EMI date gets fixed. So on every fourth of month, right? Fourth of month you have to pay EMI. Your account will be deducted by 10,000 rupees, let's say. But whether on fourth of every month your account will have that money, will that money come from your income, trading income, something? No, actually it goes from your principal only. So whatever loan you take, you are actually paying interest plus your principal is also being deducted from the same money. Because actually a lot of people, they don't make anything, they continue the streak of losing money. They are trading on some behest of someone, some advisory, some fake advisory, and they are unaware of people. Some people are very innocent still. What can be done, right? So but here you must understand that what is not fixed is your returns, because you don't know how much you will earn, and nobody can in this market can guarantee you an income or guarantee that you will earn this much monthly or 50 days or 1 year. So 1 year is a longer time frame. You can say, okay, if you're a very good trader or investor, you will actually make money, but will you make monthly returns? That is not fixed, that is not guaranteed, right? Because you don't know market, it can go any way. So you cannot be 100% sure that you are going to earn money. Now let's take example, what happens if you take loan and you start trading. So let's say you take 5 lakh loan and you have to pay 14% interest, which EMI turns out to be 13663, 13,000 almost rupees, right? So let's take an example where you make 20% loss. So what actually happens? You take 5 lakh loan, you buy stuff worth rupees 5 lakh, you buy some shares, you sell it after 3-4 months, let's say 8 months in 4 lakh rupees, you make a loss of 1 lakh rupees. Now what you don't calculate is your interest is also 62,000 and your total loss is 162. So when you subtract 162 to 5 lakh, so next year you have to pay your EMI again, everything will be same, your interest you have to pay, but you have to earn this much. So on 3,40,000, that return is big, that is big return, right? So actually this, your loss is not just 20%, it's 34%. Let's say even if you earn 10% profit, so let's say your profit in this case, here it will be profit, your profit is 50,000, still your EMI interest is 62,000 and your total loss is 12,000. So what the point I'm trying to make is that it's not guaranteed that you will make some return in short term, medium term. You may make over long term, right? But it's not guaranteed. You cannot time the market, but you have to pay the EMI, so it will be deducted from your principal maybe a lot of times. So this is very bad idea, and once you do this, usually this thing happen, the first case, loss will happen and everything, and this keeps on, people go deep into this what do you say, right, troubles. So people go deep into trouble. Now big institutions also take loan for IPO, but they have least risk because they know, let's say they are taking loan for HDFC IPO. Now they know that this IPO will list at least 10% above their listing price because of demand. So they may take loan and use this arbitrage opportunity. But again, they may use arbitrage opportunities, but you are not supposed to use it. You can't trade with a stressed mind. And when you take a loan and you make initial losses, you start to take double risk in stocks, and eventually you end up in double losses. So you cannot trade with stressed minds. And what loan does to you is makes your mind stressed. You cannot actually trade with a stressed mind. You make wrong decisions and a stress, and these wrong decisions lead to many losses, further losses, right? That is actually very bad. Now how do you deal with this situation if you are already under debt, you have taken loan, or let's say you are in this trouble? How do you deal with this situation? Well, the answer is very simple. You should stop trading. What I've explained you about that army man, otherwise the same thing will happen. So you will eventually end with all your loan money into losses, and then you will be only paying EMI for 4, 5, 6 years of your life. So the best solution is stop trading. If you've already taken loan, return that money, whatever is left, to your bank, and the rest you pay via, close that loan somehow, right? Stop trading. Tell to yourself that you need to finish this debt before you touch stocks market. You should touch stock market without any debt and never ever take a follow-up loan. So the example I gave you, right? So 5 lakh is the first loan, and then to follow up you take again 4 lakh loan when you lose this. So that you should also never do. Even if you lost money, return and never ever take a loan and pay the EMI, and after everything is done, then only come in stock market. I hope guys you enjoyed the topic, and even if you have some loan experience, please do share in the comment section below. You can subscribe to our channel for further informative videos. Also, you can WhatsApp on this number if you have any queries. We'll try our best to answer definitely join our channel, right? Subscribe to this channel, and you can also join us to Telegram, and you can also WhatsApp us your queries. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye guys.